So now everyone, please take out your GE4C student book. GE4C student book, and please turn to page 29. Please turn to page 29. So we're going to do 29 and 30. Okay, so we're going to do about adverbs. Okay, so comparative and superlative form of adverb. So the careful driver drives carefully. The lion roars fiercely. Okay, the slow toiler walks slowly. So you can see Louis walks slowly. A neat writer writes neatly. Eric writes neatly. Okay, good. Let's go to number 4. Number 3. Good. Number 3. The lion roars fiercely. A fierce lion roars fiercely. The lion roars fiercely. Okay. A quick cheetah runs quickly. The cheetah runs quickly. A careful driver drives carefully. Mr. Blue drives carefully. A bad flute player plays the flute badly. Linda plays the flute badly. Very bad. Good. Now let us go to page 30. Page 30. Now page 30 is the singer. The singer sings well. The hungry eat hungry. Good. So this is a brave soldier. A brave soldier fights bravely. Steve fights bravely. The loudspeaker speaks loudly. Teacher Theo speaks loudly. The fast train goes fast. The express train goes fast. Okay, good. So we have good. So a hard worker works hard. Can work hard. A good singer sings well. David sings well. The hungry kid eats hungrily. Emily eats hungrily. Now, everyone, please take out your GE workbook and turn to page 18. GE workbook, page 18. So now we're going to go to our GE workbook and turn to page 18. GE workbook, and we're going to turn to page 18. Okay. So now number 1. So let's write, make sentence like the example. Theo has 3 pairs. Lily has 6. So Theo has few pairs than Lily. So now we're going to use fewer for countable nouns and less for uncountable nouns. So number 1, Ben has some coins. Jim has a lot of coins. Now coins, you can count coins. I have 10 coins, you have 20 coins. But money is uncountable. Okay, good. So who has fewer coins? Okay, so we're gonna start. Ben has fewer coins than Jim. So Ben has fewer coins than Jim. Okay, we're gonna use fewer and less. Tom has a little milk. Gina has a lot of milk. So who has less? Tom. So Tom has less. So remember, less milk, because milk is uncountable, than Gina. Okay, so remember, milk is uncountable, so we use less. Coins are countable, so we use fewer. Rita has a bottle of sand. Kate has a bucket of sand, so a bottle and a bucket. So who has less? Rita. So Rita has. Sand is uncountable, so less sand than Kate. Okay, so Rita has less sand than Kate. Number 5, Emily has 4 markers. Mark has 8 markers. 4. So who has fewer? Emily. So Emily has fewer markers than Mike. Mick. Okay, Mick. Okay. So you can see S. You can see S. No S. No S. So less. Okay, let's see the answers. Answer and go. Okay, so number 1, Ben has fewer coins than Jim. Good. Tom has less milk than Gina. Rita has less sand than Kate. And Emily has fewer markers than me. Now let us go to part 2. Part 2. Good. So the boy has 2 kittens. The girl has 3 kittens. The girl has more kittens than the boy. So we're going to use more. And remember, we use more for both countable and uncountable. Okay? Good. So so number 1, Joe. Okay, so who has more? Okay. So Neo has more bites than Joe. Okay. Number 2, the classroom has 40 seats. Okay, that classroom has 40 seats. This theater has 50 seats. Okay, so this theater has more seats than that classroom. Okay. This theater has more seats than that classroom. Okay. Bill has some rice. Vita has a lot of rice. So Vita has more rice than Bill. And the newspaper has 112 pages. The magazine has 25 pages. So that magazine has more pages than than this newspaper. So how do you know it's countable? So this one is countable, bikes. This one is countable, seats. This one is countable, pages. This one is uncountable, rice. Okay? Now let us see the answers. Good. So number one, Neo has more bikes than Joe. Neo has more bikes than Joe. This theater has more seats than that classroom. This theater has more seats than that classroom. Vita has more rice than Bill. Good. And that magazine has more pages than this newspaper. That magazine has more pages than this newspaper. Good. And now we're going to review the homework I gave you on Wednesday. So everyone, please turn to page 20. Page 20. Good. Now we go to page 20. Good. Okay. So page 20. Number one. Number one. An elephant has, so feet, you can see, and I have 2 feet. An elephant has 4 feet. An elephant has, so you can count more, because an elephant has 4 feet. A peacock has 2 feet, so it has more. You cannot say fewer, because an elephant has 4 feet, right? Much and less is used for countable, so it has, okay, and it has more. Number 4 too, there are dash days in June and May. June has 30, May has 31. Sorry, June has 30, May has 31. So, cannot be more, cannot be much. You can count the days, right? So you can count the days, so it has to be fewer. 5 days, 1 day more. Good. Jack is the dash child in his family. In his family, so the family have more than 1. So more than 2. So you cannot be thinner, cannot be fatter. Okay? Mark is the drawing kid. Oh, the drawing kid. Okay, so you cannot say, so Mark is the thinnest kid. The thinnest. The fattest. Okay? The most beautiful. Okay? There is dash rice in the bowl than the sack. Now the sack, okay, so you cannot say rice is countable. Okay? So it cannot be, rice is uncountable, so it cannot be fewer. Okay? Now there is in the bowl. So remember, you have a sack, you have a bowl. A bowl is very small, and the sack is very big. Okay? So much. Can be much, can be more. That's a bowl. It has to be, there is less rice in the bowl than in the sack. You have to choose the best answer. The car holds dash people than a bus. So a car only holds maybe about 6 people or 4, and a bus can hold maybe around 10 or more. So, and people is countable, so it cannot be less, it cannot be much. You can count people, 1 person, 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, 5, 10, and so on. So a car holds more or less than a bus. So a car holds fewer. Okay? So a car holds more or fewer people. A car holds fewer. Good. Okay? Now we're going to go to, okay, good. There are dash days in a week than in a month. A week. There are is a week and a month. A week only have 7 days. A month can have 30 or 31 days. Okay? So which one has more? There are more days in a week. Days, you can count days. Good. So there are more days in a week? No, there are fewer days. Good. A car can carry dash people than a bag. Okay, you can, people is countable. So a car can carry, a bicycle can only carry 1 person, maybe 2. Okay, but a car you can carry 4, 5, and 6. So more. I have dash money than your younger brother. So money is uncountable. Or you cannot have fewer, you cannot say many money. You lesser money, little less. So it cannot be lesser, so less money. Okay? So now let us see the answers. So answers, okay, good. So we have number 1, A, good. Number 2, C. Number 3, C. Number 4, B. Number 5, D. 6, D. 7, B, and 8, D. Good. Now, let us go to number 9. Good. Number 9. Number 9. There is dash milk in the glass than the bottle. So milk is uncountable. So it cannot be fewer, it cannot be many. Uncountable. So a glass, you have a bottle and you pour some in the glass. So which one has more? So we're going to choose the best answer. Okay? Okay, so we're going to say there is less milk. Okay? we don't use much. So much, remember much or many, we're going to say more. Okay, so we cannot use much. You use much for question. How much milk is there in the glass? To use much for question, you're going to use the comparative to remember more than. So much or many, we use more. Okay, more milk than. Okay, so it cannot be much. Use much for asking the question. Okay. John dashed a new car yesterday. So yesterday, VT. So it cannot be buying, it cannot be buy, it cannot be buy. You have to have the VT. Bought. Okay? Brian never dash sleeps in class. So after never, or after, remember often, or after sometimes, or after usually, or seldom. Remember we did this one, or always. Okay, remember we did that, never, often, sometimes, usually, seldom, always. The verb have to be in the present. Good. So never sleeps in class. Never fell asleep, never fell asleep, never falls asleep in class. Okay? Okay? Good. Because Brian falls. Good. John wants to dash a delicious cake for his mom. John wants to, after to, the verb have to be I want to, wants to, after to, the verb have to be in the base. No VT, no S, no ING, wants to make. Tom is going to, no VT, going to do, does, going to, after to, no ES, no present, have to be going to have. Okay, this is present like Tom has, but this is going to have. Okay, present, good. A sea has dash fish than a river. A sea has fish. So fish, a sea has more fish. A sea is very big. So a sea has more fish. Okay. Now fish, you can say teacher Levi, why not ES? Okay. One fish, two fish. Okay. So now teacher Levi will explain. If you have, for example, one type of fish. For example, if you have a pond at home and you only have one type of fish. If you have 100, let's say 100, what kind of fish? Tilapias. Or let's say you have a pond and you have 100 goldfish. Okay, you can say I have 100 fish. Okay, 100 fish, 200 fish. That means the same type of fish. But if you have in the sea, you have goldfish, you have shark, you have marlin, you have red snapper, you have all different kinds of fish. So in the sea, you have different kinds of fishes. Okay, so then you can say fishes because they are different kinds of fishes. Okay, different kind. But if it's one type of fish, you can have, like, for example, if you go to the market and you only see one type of fish, it can be 100. You can say there is 100 fish, one type of fish. But if there are different kinds of fish, you can say different kinds of different fish. So you can say there are many fishes, different kinds. That's the only time you can use fishes. Okay? Good. So a bucket holds more water. You cannot say many, because many and much, you have to use the comparative, which is more. Okay, you have to use more. So more. Okay, so now let's see the answers. Okay, so let's see the answers. Okay, we make it get bigger. So number 9, we had less. Good. Number 10, bought. Number 11, false, whatever the other thing. Number 10, make. After 2, the verb have to be in the base. Number 10 have to be in the base. Have, more, and more. Good. Okay. So review the homework. Okay. Good. Thank you.